This is Nefertiti Anigas again with the truth about dating. Question number 3 is, are some men scared of a committed relationship? Or are they just scared and don't know what to do?
I believe that a lot of men are afraid of relationships and being committed. You know, as we talked about before, you know, it's not promoted in television to be a committed man with one woman. It's all about being a pimp and a player. As you can see, you know, a lot of those things have destroyed the very fabrication of what relationships are and what they're supposed to be. I mean, they totally made it look like everything is so leisurely and you just have as much as you want. This is the things that they're teaching us. But with that going on, and with when, you know, some people, when they come up, the reality is that they grow up in is that, you know, they see the father not there, or they see the mother never really dating too much, or, you know, going through different type of situations on the father. You pick these things up as you grow up, and people don't realize, you know, you used to hear those conversations or those things on television talking about you know, we're responsible for our children and what happens to them. But really, that is so deep. That goes so deep as far as how you're talking to your children, what are you sharing, what kind of conversation you're having with them as they grow up, how really connected to them are you, and willing to talk to them about just everyday topics. You know, are you really being a parent and a friend instead of just being a parent all the time? Because, you know, we were once those youngsters willing to have a conversation with our parents, but didn't want to have somebody questioning and putting the finger on you. So that comes in your upbringing. Men can stop cheating, but it has to go through love. And if a man actually learns to love himself and just basically just kind of you know, cut himself back from his regular routine of things. You know, we get caught up in routines all the time. You can just get caught up in a routine or something. Every weekend you hit the club. Every weekend or every week you at some spot. You just a routine for a whole year. You can tell somebody every event happened at every club or every spot you've been to. You know all the events. It's a repetitive routine. So if you can learn to get off that treadmill of routine, you know, of the things that you're normally used to doing, and just realize I need to get into some me time and really be therapeutical with myself as far as cleansing myself, you know, having like a sexual detox, or you know, not a female detox where you just saying I'm gonna chill out women. No, nothing like that. You ain't trying to shift your sexuality. You just want to get a hold of your own thoughts and your emotions about how you feel about life. I mean, because it's really not all about, you know, that sexual act, man. That is so old and so tired and so yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So I recommend just kind of getting into yourself, starting to love yourself, starting to do stuff for yourself that's really about you. Start feeling great about you. Start recognizing all your successes and the things you do great about life. Don't knock yourself. And when you meet that beautiful person that comes around, man, just receive it, love it, and embrace it, man. Regardless if you didn't see love or you didn't come up in the house with love, just embrace it and take out the thought of this could be something I'm walking into that's going to hurt me. Because if you think you got haters, you'll have haters. If you think you're an idiot, you'll be an idiot. If you think you look good, you look good. So it's all about what you think. What you believe at the end of the day will be your reality.
Yeah, but so, it's also good to look for the signs.
Yeah.
They may be cheating,
but you don't want to be oblivious, but you want to definitely be able to have your eyes open to what's going on. But at the same time, you know, just know that, just have a belief for yourself, a belief that you're going to attract that right person, and they're going to be there for you. You could be that one in your family that do find love and get married and have all the kids and everything. It's all possible. Everything is possible. That's the whole truth about it. It's all possible. When you believe you can't, you can't. If you believe you won't, you won't. Yeah, and when you using wisdom in everything you doing, when you walking and you checking out things, I ain't saying being so super suspicious and all that, but ask the right questions, because those are the jewels. And listen more than you talk. That's the wisdom I give most people in any situation. Ladies, please listen more. At the end of the day, when he's spitting this conversation, he's gonna tell you what he all about in the first couple conversations on the phone. Listen, don't talk so much. Ask him the questions. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. His conversation is gonna let you know what he's all about and what his intentions are about. And that female, the same thing, vice versa. I ain't saying both of y'all don't say nothing, but if you in a situation where you meeting somebody, you know, it's all about asking the right questions. And if you can keep your mind as far away from sex and ask questions that are relative to another person, like me meeting a stranger on the street and talk, I wouldn't walk up and say, man, how often in the week do you run through females? I mean, how often, how big are you, homie? I mean, I'm not asking him no sexual questions. I'm be like, what's up, say, cuz, you know, what time the bus come on? I like them Jordans. What, you know, what's them? You know, woom. It's just regular conversation. This is how we are to approach, you know, potential mates, you know, in a way that's respectable, and that's just simple conversation. You know what I mean? And that is not have the connections of any sexual intentions to it. Because then you'll start to realize that you're gaining a friend and not another sexual partner. You feel me?
Yeah, a friend, lover, soulmate.
Yeah, that's
everything.
right. All of that's possible. It's all possible. Please believe me.
Yeah.
You know?
And are some men scared to get in a relationship because of past relationships where they got hurt and then they just shut it off and then say, oh, forget love?
They will. And I tell people, like, if you meet somebody like that and they're saying that, a lot of people are wounded, they hurt, they've been going through it, I'll say that's the caution sign for you as a person seeking somebody, is to back off, give that person a little bit of time, because when you allow that in, that's just like what Erica said, the bag lady, they bringing in baggage, and that baggage is their emotions from all the bad relationships. And you as a person that's been scorned in those past relationships, you just need time to heal yourself and realize that maybe you need to check out the things you were doing and decisions that you was making in order to have these relationships that just went all bad for you. Because still at the end of the day, you can sit up there and say, I keep just having these bad relationships, but what are you doing to contribute to that situation? How are you choosing what's happening at the end of the day? What's happening for you? Because it's all about how you choosing it too. Because once again, we make it happen, we allow it to happen. Anything that's happening to you in your life, you'll get the signs. God will send you the signs and let you see everything in front of you. The intentions will be clear if you're looking for it. If you Googled eye by what the person looked like and the shoes they got on their feet, the whip they just jumped out of, then you're going to get what you're asking for. Trust me. Use your heart. Use the right eyes. Use the eyes that are really looking for love. If you say you're looking for love, really be about it. Really look for love. If you're looking for something sexual, be upfront about it. Be real about it. But my thing is to always look for love, because it's what we all seek. And it's the healer of all things. And it can make your life so much more beautiful. And you can share that love with one person. It doesn't have to be with a multitude of people. Because love doesn't express itself like that through those type of ways. It has to be, it's just an emotion, a feeling, something that makes you feel wonderful all the time. You're smiling all the time. You can't think of too many situations where you done had a handful of men or a handful of women that you had to bounce and jelly around and answer phone calls and see who coming and who ain't coming, what day I gotta meet him and her, and say you can have smiley days in those times. It was filled with confusion and a lot of heartache, I'm sure. So seek what's real to you and what feels good to you. You know what I'm saying? Learn to forgive people, man. Learn to forgive people. That'll open the door for possibility for you finding somebody else. Forgive. Let it go. Let it go, baby, because you can love again. That's just what it is. Let it go. That's just what it is. Open your heart, man, because it's waiting for you, and it's going to heal all those past relationships. That right person can help you heal, but you ain't gotta wait for them to do that. You can heal yourself now. That's by forgiving yourself for making decisions you made that brought you that relationship. Think about it. Forgive yourself first, let it go for believing that that person did something to me. Now you're no longer the victim, and now you can just go and wash your hands on the situation and say, okay, now this time I'm gonna choose like this.
Learn from it.
You gotta learn from that. You know, I'll stick my hand in the fire as a kid and feel it burn. I'm gonna repeat it. If I do, check me into the nearest Shriners Institute. No, I'm just playing. But anyway, that's what's good. We'll be back.
That's more questions.
That's right.